Welcome in, Andy. How are you this evening? You even arrived with a bit of a flourish. What's up, ghosty boy? All right. Makes sense. Difficult task. So I've obviously badly, photoshopped a image of David King, but I figured I'd try to see about, well, using him. What are we thinking? Well, the image I had didn't have the head on it, so I grabbed my favorite head for David King. Why is my music not playing? Let's use this one. I wanted to get some music going, so give me a second. I apologize. Why aren't you playing? Oh, I need to add it. That's why. Just audio input. No, not that. Yes, that's fine. No, that's just a device. Cancel. I just wanted to capture the audio. How do I do this again? I'm sorry. I'm having a terrible time keeping things. There we go. That's what I was looking for. No, no. I mean just. Okay, why is that playing over? Okay, move you down. There we go. Yes, I am if I was a robot, don't you think I'd be a little bit better at this? Let's be honest here. If I was a robot. No. Why? It's really doing that? Hello? Hello? It fixed? We're good? You're kidding me, right? Hello? So if I turn it on to monitor my own voice, you guys don't hear it as a robot. But if I turn off the monitoring, now I sound like a robot. How about now? We're good? Okay. Because for some reason... Yeah, okay. I wish there was just like some kind of undo button for everything that I did earlier to try and fix things. Because you know what? I figured out what was wrong. I know what I did that screwed everything up today. Yes, because I forgot to switch the audio from my speaker to my headphones. That was it. That's why you guys couldn't hear anybody. Everything I did to fix that doubled up all my audio. Once I've actually fixed it this time. And can you guys hear the music okay? Is it too loud, too quiet? Let me know. Can't really hear it? Okay. That's an easy fix. The music in the background. We good now? Because I don't want it like being, because a lot of times people say, oh, it's too loud, you know, hard to hear your voiceover. So I'm trying to find a happy spot for it. I want it just basically background noise. And I forgot my little guy. There we go. Now you can tell when I'm trying to talk if you can't hear me. Yeah, see, but if the guy's jumping up and down and you can't hear me, it means I'm talking and you can't hear me. And this is the new album that you're hearing. So otherwise, how are people doing today? At least I hope you guys are doing well. I had a kick tonight. It was so much fun. So I'm hoping you guys had fun. I know for some people, watching people play DBD is not always the best. Oh, you have a double tomorrow, dude? I'm sorry. You down for a second. Okay. Let's mess with your opacity. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. And I don't know why the ad hit again. So 4 hours, an hour break, Never mind. That's 10 p.m., not 10 a.m.
Dinner is ready.
Wait.
I survived the pitfall. And I'm swinging.
Dude, those hours should be illegal. Well, the 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. is not a big deal. Like, that's a normal 8-hour if you have an hour break. But 6 a.m. to 10 p.m., hours like that should be illegal. In my opinion.
Landing in the grass. Waking up, sneaking out, grabbing the TV, making sure I got it made, plugging in the chords, playing non-stop. A new cartridge, new game, losing a lot, so much for Saturday morning. It is another Saturday morning. 3 lives left, heart is beating fast. First
I can't believe I actually lined that up so well.
class, dream fades to
Huh.
the music slows down, wearing a pixelated frown. Oh, it's a Saturday morning. Got my cereal, but my hero's falling. Pressing continue, wipe away the sweat. I haven't beaten this level yet. Saturday morning, losing my mind, but I'm not leaving this controller behind.
Jeez, man. I mean, it's great that you're getting a 36-hour week. Don't get me wrong, but
Trying to figure out what this pattern means. Jump to the left,
I don't know. It seems like a battle like that. Welcome in, XO. Told you I tried to draw something from DBD8 today, and I decided on David King, since, you know, he's my main. Ah. Hey, I'm not guaranteeing anything. I'm just sketching the rough before I give him, you know, the way I want him to look. So you feeling better now that you're home and everything seems to be going okay, XO? Hope you can figure out what was going on with your car.
final strike, boss goes down. I am the king of this digital town. So much for Saturday morning.
Please don't tell me I did all of that on the wrong friggin'. Oh my God.
It's a Saturday morning.
Taking it to the mechanic tomorrow? Nice. Okay, I'm drawing on that level. What did I actually draw? The pants. Literally everything else I screwed up on.
Level cleared. Mission briefing. Load the foam darts.
Check your plastic sides. Go.
So your engine completely died and your power steering failed as soon as the engine died. And you're taking a turn when it locked into place. You may have an issue with your ignition and the steering column. something loose. Because that can actually break the connection with the engine and completely shut it down. And no, I've never dealt with a problem like that before. And that's a lie. I mean, that's just my guess, but that sounds. So the engine was still running when it did that? What year is your car? 2010? I'm just confused because if the engine was still, well, was the engine still running or did you just have to cycle the ignition? Because that sounds like the engine died because you have pumps that assist with your power steering and your brakes. So when the engine was still running when it did that. You know what? I'm going to shut up. That is something strange. That is weird that everything kind of locked up. My worry is that that means it's a brain issue, you know, the computer brain of the car. Is something here? Now I'm just down to the shoes. That is weird. I'm going to shut up because that's not something I'm familiar with at all happening. I'm doing good. Honestly, it's a good day. Wife's home for the weekend, so I get to spend some time on the weekend with her. I got to play video games with my buds. So that was fun. Okay, and I want the outline for him. Tuesday, trading off the bill. Battle of the salesman, a test of pixel skill. Thumbs are getting sweaty, staring at the glass. Waiting for the digital bandit to pass. It's a sandwich showdown, high noon on the screen. The fiercest lunch break battle that you have ever seen. Draw your plastic weapon, aim it at the light. Winner gets a free meal, loser has to bite the bullet on the check today. Yeah. Sandwich showdown, blow the smoke away. You know, I'd ask if you were going to have any plans for the weekend, but my guess would be not anymore. Trading off the bill of battle.
of the salesman to test the pixel skills. Thumbs are getting sweaty, staring at the glass, waiting for the digital banners to pass. It's a sandwich showdown, high noon on the screen, the fiercest lunch break battle that you have ever seen. Draw your plastic weapon, aim it at the light. Winner gets a free meal, loser has to buy the book.
I mean, this kind of looks so weird.
Sandwich showdown, blow the smoke away.
So there we go, basic outline.
Smoke is clearing out inside the digital hall. Look up at the numbers blinking on the top. Both of our jaws
And like I said, it looks bad, but
beat the grand champion. We broke the high score, but the numbers are identical. A perfect tie once more. We stare at the screen, then we look at the clock.
oh, what movie did you go see?
Still got 20 minutes on the arcade block. Reach into our pockets, pulling out the change. Round 2, partner. Ready up.
Hoppers, what'd you think? I've heard that it was decent, but yep, so cute. Lizard.
Pavement is hot, the sun's at its peak. 12 p.m. sharp, the end of the week. Grip on the rubber, kicking the pedal, imagining an engine of burn.
Ah, okay. That's where the lizard is from. See, I heard it was okay, but you know, people were saying that they barely even knew the movie was out. Like they didn't do a whole lot for advertising for the movie, or at least I didn't even know it until it was out. But also, it doesn't surprise me. Okay. Okay. I don't go to social media, so. Okay, see, that's what I heard, was that the advertising for it wasn't that great. And like I said, you know, I don't know really anything about it because I never really saw much about it. I just don't want to go to movies by myself. I used to do that a long time ago. I got kind of spoiled. But either way, I'm going to see Backrooms in May if I can get a ticket. You know, hopefully the wife's home that weekend, but either way, I'm going to see it. Well, that's a happy birthday.
The finish line ribbon glowing in blue. One final sprint, I'm taking the prize. The glare of the cabin reflecting my
So your birthday's May, was it 26th or 29th that it comes out? Or am I thinking of a different movie? Am I thinking of the wrong movie?
chasing the sun. The ultimate lap has just begun. Pedaling fast in the summer heat.
29th. Okay. See, me and numbers. Like, yeah, I know you and the youngest, your guys' birthdays are really close. Because hers is June 2nd. Yee. Yeah, see, that's why I keep trying to convince Ghost to, you know, move closer. I need to have somebody to hang out with. Right? But no, he won't do it. He's all worried about work and stuff and job and his friends and everything else. There, yeah, there you go, Andy. Literally, the place next door to me is still for rent. What am I doing? Right? He was here earlier, but I think he's ignoring me now. Man, I saw this. So there's a. Well, yeah, that would be important. Yeah. Or find, you know, roommates you can actually deal with. Which I will tell you from my experience, I would rather be roommates with people I don't know and don't really have much of any knowledge of, other than. Yeah, right. I mean, most of your audience is in Texas. I mean, it'd be so much easier if we could stalk you properly, Ghost. Cyber stalking just isn't as much fun. Well, I'm going to be honest, you know, there's pretty much everything right here by me. Like, I'm not joking when I say I can walk to Popeyes. I can walk to Popeyes. I think Raising Cane's is close enough. To walk to a Domino's Pizza. McDonald's, it's a little bit longer of a walk, but I could do it. Same with Burger King. Whataburger. Whataburger is probably the easiest one. Like, legitimately, I have a lot of places just right at. I don't have any complaints. To be perfectly honest, I have no complaints about the healthcare near me. If there is, I haven't seen it, Andy. I'm going to be honest, I haven't seen it. Right? And you know, I'm just giving you a hard time, Ghost. I'm not really... Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I would not complain if you decided to move somewhere closer where we could hang every once in a while, like IRL, but I'm not going to force that on anyone. Or really, like, push it too hard. I joke. I have IRL friends. The problem is I moved away from all of them. Those look like decent pants, like blue jeans. Little dirty, scuffed. I mean, I'm going to put a little bit more detail to them later, but I mean, for a rough out of pants. Okay. And I missed. Is that what I was using? Yes. Okay. Let's do the coat, which I want to be a lighter blue. See, the problem is I have friends that live in Texas, but they don't live close. Like they live like 5 hours away. Well, for me, 1 hour wouldn't be enough for me to worry about. My friends that live in Texas are 5 hours away. Right. Well, I live up here in Waco, so. Yeah, I just got rain today. Oh, and fair warning, if I suddenly cut out, it's because we're supposed to have thunder and lightning. So I might lose power, even though it doesn't happen very often, but it does occasionally happen. Ah, we get decent storms here. I think you're just too far south, Andy. What was that? San Antonio is where you are? I think is what you said. Yeah, I grew up around a bunch of religious people too. I mean, yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't want you to give specifics, Andy. That's why I'm just saying, okay, San Antonio. Need anything like that. Okay. Lots of crust. Like okay, got it. See, in the Pacific Northwest, you don't get a lot of crust, as you put it, to your cities. They just suddenly drop off. You're either crushed in the middle, or it's really expensive outskirts. I always lived on the edge of the outskirts where, you know, you had the really cheap because you were in the middle and no good areas for it. Oh, I did not. I've heard of the place, but I never really realized. Of course, there's a lot to Waco. You know, I mean, technically, I don't actually live in Waco, but it's just easier to tell people I live in Waco. Especially since where I live is like on the cusp of 3 of their boroughs or whatever. So it really depends on, yeah. So it really depends on how I describe it. Because technically, it's Hewitt, Woodway, Waco, depending on which way I leave here. It's either Hewitt, it's either Woodway, or it's Waco. Okay. Wrong one. Yeah, I think I'm getting that pretty good. Chicago doesn't claim Naperville. Got it. Well, that's the thing. Like in Washington, Washington claims Olympia, Tacoma, Seattle, and like Puyallup. Those are literally all within an hour and a half to 2 hours away from each other. Well, except for, well, no. And you hardly ever hear anybody talk about any other part other than like if you know Costco and you hear the Kirkland brand. Kirkland is actually a city in around Seattle. So I totally understand.
Round one, fight.
I love how this thing is pressure sensitive.
In the basement, corner in the screen, spamming the same fireballs if you know what I mean. My older brother's laughing, doing his little dance. He gets another perfect, I never had a chance. He
Passes back the controller, says better luck next time, but he doesn't know the secret.
Yeah, there's lots of parts of Seattle that people don't even realize exist.
Busy sleeping, I was creeping down the stairs.
Like Queen Anne Hill is actually not
Every single block.
a part of Seattle. It's like actually its own. One of the richest old school districts of Seattle was Everett. And then there was Redmond, which a lot of people have heard of Redmond because that's where Nintendo, Microsoft, you know, are. It's basically Silicon Valley North.
Round begins, he expects an easy win.
But I parry his attack with a pixelated grin. Quarter circle forward, heavy kick to the jaw.
He drops a bag of chips in a state of
Huh.
dilemma. I juggle him into the corner, keeping up the pace.
The look of pure defeat is written all over his face.
While he was busy sleeping, I was creeping down the stairs.
Midnight in the basement, pulling up the folding chairs.
Learning every frame, trap every single block.
Memorizing combos by the ticking of the clock. Watch the bar dropping into the red. Like a heavy punch jumping over your head. You thought you were the champion of the basement floor, but the button
Yeah, I forgot to take my allergy medication yesterday, so I'm still dealing with it.
in my hand.
I just did. No, you did not.
A new challenge here.
But I would love to hear it. Moon. Okay, that's cool. I don't think I want to use that brush for what I'm looking for. This one?
Start to creak, she's standing in the frame. Her middle sister asking if she can join the game. She unpasses the screen, doesn't even take a seat. Picks a random character and brings the heavy
Well, here's the thing about names. You can choose it, or you can accept the name that was given to you for whatever reason and make it yours. Both are equally valid. It's all what you choose to do with it. Yeah, I liked it. Blue is one of my favorites.
The shadows grow tall, but I've plagued this level before.
Trying to insinuate the jacket is a fabric. Rather than like a rain jacket or something slicker. No, that's fine. Like I said, both are equally valid. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. Just give you perspective. Hey, give me the streaks. Thank you. I was going too light. I need like a medium pressure on it. Too hard. Whoops. I think I definitely need to do a little bit more. Wanted to use a darker blue, just you know, trying to do the same shade, I think, is to highlight, pick, you know, some shadows up. Make sure I'm doing this wrong one. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. So what are we thinking so far? What's going through our heads? Any question? Any thoughts? Because I can literally talk and draw at the same time. I'm amazing. Just don't ask me to chew bubble gum and try and solve a math equation.
Neon signs and carpet floors, row by row of plastic doors. The weekend starts.
Yes, that was a joke. I don't solve math equations. They solve me.
Lane. Staring at the shelves to rent a video game. Everyone says this space shooter the one to be. They swore the graphics were totally elite. I grabbed the plastic case and held it a golden prize.
73.
Ignored the other titles in front of my eyes. I get it home and plug it in, eager for the thrill. Controls are sluggish, the gameplay may making me ill. Inside a maze and I don't know
Your results may vary due to the roughness and individuality of a tongue.
a major bummer now. I have to play this awful game, but I don't know how. 2 nights to play, the clock is ticking down. The hardest choice in the entire town. It's the quest for the next cartridge. Holding the weekend in my hand, staring at the box art, hoping for
Table flip.
be a total bust or totally divine.
Whine at me to get me some food. I do the same thing she does.
I'll make it mine.
Like, legitimately, I'm still getting dressed and I hear her whining outside my door. So, of course, I do the same thing because I'm probably hungry.
Standing in the same aisle on the rental floor, they are hyping up another fighting game to try.
Meow.
Get a platform
Otherwise,
is my eye. Trust my gut, grab the box. I don't care what they say. I'm taking
what else would I do?
ready for play. I slide it in, push the button, hold my breath.
I would probably do pretty much the same thing she already does. Ask for attention.
I played it through the night until the early morning sun is
You know, thank me for for getting the food
2 nights
in the best way she knows how.
ticking down. The hardest choice.
Probably shave it off. I am not used to having hair, so I would probably just shave it off. I had long hair way, way, way back. You have no idea how much time it saves me to just be bald.
I'll make it mine. Now it's Sunday evening and I have to take it back. Slipping
Number one and number two,
in the
I think people put way too much pride in their hair. Like, oh man. Like these people that are willing to take these like experimental drugs just to get hair back. I'm like, bro, is it really that important? What am I doing? I'm going to be coloring that. Like, legitimately, is it that important? Like, I get, for women, how much more, of a status symbol it is. What's up, baby? Do you need something?
cartridge, holding the weekend in my
I'll be here the showing weekend in the background. If you want me to take a story.
Well, of course I would. Yes, thank you. So apparently, Friday's the day you get in. I'd probably Saturday. Saturday's always a better day. Sorry, the wife's. Yes, that is the wife. Apparently she decided to look up and see if she was going to be here the weekend of Backroom showing, so she's buying the tickets.
816 32.
Everybody says hi, dear. Do you guys hear her? She said hello.
Sometimes I felt I was too late. Now I know what they are for. High score.
See, that's what she does. She hears me talking about something. She's like, let me see.
Find the way. The pattern never stop. Looking for that high score. Get that high score. Get that high score.
I shaved my head in 1998. It never forgave me. It never grew back the way it ever had, and it just kept receding after that. Like, it was pissed.
64, 128. Saturday morning.
I've seen your hair recently. Have I seen a picture of you?
Head out with friends. Gotta meet. Tell them all about the end.
I'm sure I probably.
Sitting at the mall.
Right?
It's cold. Friends are weary.
Like, I mean, old pictures of me. Yes, I know.
32, 64,
Sure.
1288. These were my fate. Sometimes I felt
I probably just forgot. Halloween was a while ago.
high score, high score. That is what those bits were for. Get the heroes, level up, find the way. The pattern never stop. Looking for that high score.
High school. High school.
These were my fate. Sometimes I felt I was too late. Now I know what they are for. 8, 16, 32, 64, 128. You tell
I mean, to be honest, you know, I was one of those people back in the day. You know, high school, I had long hair. It was down to the middle of my back, if not longer, depending on. I spent like an hour minimum every day taking care of it
16, 32, 64, 128.
because I always brushed from the bottom to the top because I would get fewer rats that way.
High score, that is what those bits were for. Get the heroes, level up, find the way. The pattern never
Yeah, satisfied with that greatly.
high score, get that high score. These were my fate. Sometimes I felt I was too late. Now I know what they are for. Now you are known, legend all grown. New people join, dropping their coin, rising and striving, battling for 3 lanes. 8, 16, 32, 64, 128. 8, 16, 32, 64, 128. 8, 16, 32, 64, 1. These were my fate. Sometimes I felt I was too late. Now I know what they are for. High score.
High school.
What those bits
I don't know. You know, I mean, I had that hair, that long hair.
never stop looking for.
I was very prideful over it. It was a big deal, but also just as soon as I realized I was losing it, all of that idea just went out the window.
High score. Game over.
Hair hoodie review. Okay. That's probably why I didn't think of it.
Ready, go. The sun is shining on the old oak tree. A simple rope swing is waiting for me.
Okay.
When I close my eyes and grip the ropes tight, the backyard
What did I use?
my sight, the picket fence turns to a forest of green.
Oh yeah, it was this one.
I'm the greatest explorer that you've ever seen. I'm climbing the vines to the canopy high, watching pixelated clouds floating by in the sky. The sprinklers are snapping like crocodile jaws, but I'm breaking the physics and gravity's laws. And I'm swinging free across the branches and the canopy. When the level gets tough and I'm over a barrel, it just
Oh, okay. Yeah, there you go. Decent long hair.
Stop, I gotta roll and jump, I gotta perfectly land, unearthing the treasure that's buried in sand. That sandbox transforms to a desert so grand, fighting mummies and monsters from an unknown land. A silver sword
What is
flashing
this?
to parry the strike, leaping the chasm and dodging the spike. The pressure plates clicking, I'm leading.
Dry bristles. That's what I want.
Got exactly 1 hour to save the day. I'm climbing the vines to the canopy high, watching pixelated clouds floating by in the sky. The sprinklers are snapping like crocodile jaws, but I'm breaking the physics and gravity's laws. And I'm swinging free across the branches and the canopy.
Hair grows fast. Nice.
I just time I jump and I dodge every peril. Yeah, I'm swinging free. A backyard hero in an 8-bit.
Mine never grew that fast. Like, I will say that there were clues
Turning orange, the day
that I was going to lose my hair early. Even as, oh, whoops.
my mom called.
Dinner is ready.
I want that, the red on a different layer.
And I'm swinging free.
Hair grows slow. Yeah, mine always grew super slow.
When the level gets tough and I'm over a barrel, I just time I jump and I dodge every peril. Yeah, I'm swinging free. A backyard hero in an 8-bit fantasy.
Not only that, like I've said it before, but my hair would grow as a natural mullet. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. You also have to remember that, you know, I don't spend that much on hair care. Chin hair grows too damn fast.
Chords playing non-stop. New cartridge, new game. Losing a lot, so much for Saturday morning. It is another Saturday morning. 3 lives left, heart is beating fast. First boss comes and I'm totally outclassed. Screen fades to black, the music slows down. Wearing a pixelated frown. Oh, it's a Saturday morning. Got my cereal, but my hero's falling. Pressing continue.
That's better.
Saturday morning, losing my mind, but I'm not leaving this controller behind.
Ah. See, I think it took me 8 years. I think from the time I was 10. No, it could only be 6 years. I was letting my hair grow. And it took something like that long to get it down to the middle of my back and a little bit below, maybe down to, I think it was all the way down to like belt line. Stop that. Oh, wow. Yeah, my hair would take forever to dry. I had thick hair. But I just realized the time.
It wants your soup.
What's up, Green Jeans? Just as I'm going to take a break. I'll be right back in 5, dude. I promise.
Mission briefing. Load the foam darts.
Check your plastic sights.
Go, go!
Go!
We drop into the sandbox. The mission is a go. Neon plastic blasters loaded up with the foam. The twist and slide is hostile. The swings are enemy lines. Gotta keep on moving past the tetherball signs. Sneaking past the seesaw, using playground stealth. Found a juice box on the bench to refill my health. We're moving left to right across the wood chip floor. Just a bunch of kids waging a weekend war. If you get hit by a dart, you just count to 10. Brush off your knees and you respawn again. Run and gun under the playground sun. A side scrolling battle where everyone's won. Dodging the foam by the monkey bar base. Put a huge smile on everyone's face. We're the neighborhood heroes, saving the day. It's just a 16-bit afternoon play. My buddy gives cover and fire with a rapid click sound. Neon orange ammo scattered all over the ground. We push toward the jungle gym, the fortress of doom. A plastic tube tunnel where the bad guys loom. We coordinate the strike, jumping over the gap, avoiding the mulch like it's a digital trap. Now I plant my sneakers firm beside the bottom of the slide. A heavy plastic turret with nowhere I need to hide. I'm panning left to right across a fixed arcade screen. The ultimate defender of the playground jungle green. I hold the trigger down, a steady stream of orange rain. I'm clearing out the sandbox so you can't advance again. Then we swap positions and you're looking down the sights as targets keep on popping up across the wooden heights. Is that a hostile shooter or a buddy on a side? You gotta check your targets where the playground shadows hide. It's just an alleyway of pop-ups springing up so fast. You pick them off with perfect aim and then I make my dash. We're moving left to right across the wood chip floor. Just a bunch of kids waging a weekend war. If you get hit by a dart, you just count to 10. Brush off your knees and you respawn again. Run and gun under the playground sun. A side scrolling battle where everyone's won. Dodging the foam by the monkey bar base. Put a huge smile on everyone's face. We're the neighborhood heroes, saving the day. It's just a 16-bit afternoon. The final boss is waiting at the top of the slide. We need a secret code if we're gonna survive. Up, up, down, down, left and right. We flank them from the stairs and we finish the fight. We rush the plastic castle, we capture the flag. Everybody's laughing, empty in the ammo bag. Run and gun under the playground sun. A side scrolling battle where everyone's won. Dodging the foam by the monkey bar base. Put a huge smile on everyone's face. We're the neighborhood heroes, saving the day. It's just a 16-bit afternoon play. Pick up the darts, guys. Mission accomplished. Who wants ice cream? Stage clear. Clock strikes noon. Loosen ties. Let's see who pays. Stepping out the office, rolling up the sleeves, heading to the arcade, neither of us leaves until the tab is settled for the deli down the street. The plastic pistol's waiting, it's time for us to meet. Used the bolt pastrami just a week ago. Now I'm staring down the barrel of an 8-bit rodeo. Feel this every Tuesday, trading off the bill. Battle of the salesman, a test of pixel skill. Thumbs are getting sweaty, staring at the glass, waiting for the digital bandit to pass. It's a sandwich showdown, high noon on the screen. The fiercest lunch break battle that you have ever seen. Draw your plastic weapon, aim it at the light. Winner gets a free meal, loser has to bite the bullet on the check today. Yeah, sandwich showdown, blow the smoke away. neck we ride. Shooting down the targets, nowhere left to hide. You get a combo bonus, I shoot the money back. Trading off the lead now, neither one will lag. The score is dead even. The final wave is here. The boss is on the balcony. The climax drawing near. We do this every Tuesday, trading off the bill. A battle of the salesman, a test of pixel skills. Thumbs are getting sweaty, staring at the glass. Waiting for the digital bandits to pass. It's a sandwich showdown, high noon on the screen. The fiercest lunch break battle that you have ever seen. Draw your plastic weapon, aim it at the light. Winner gets a free meal, loser has to buy the bullet on the check today. Yeah, sandwich showdown, blow the smoke away. Fingers on the trigger, the final targets fall. Smoke is clearing out inside the digital hall. Look up at the numbers blinking on the top. Both of our jaws are starting to drop. We beat the grand champion. We broke the high score. But the numbers are identical. A perfect tie once more. We stare at the screen, then we look at the clock. Still got 20 minutes on the arcade block. Reach into our pockets, pulling out the change. Round two, partner. Ready up. Rev it up. Pavement is hot, the sun's at its peak. 12 p.m. sharp, the end of the week. Grip on the rubber, kicking the pedal. Imagining an engine of burning metal. My 10-speed frame is a flashy red.
Well, thank you about the art. Yeah, I mean, obviously it is CGI rendered, or not CGI, AI rendered. It's going well, Ninetales. How are you?
Already playing the game. High noon raceway, racing the sun. The ultimate lap has just
You know, which I know for a lot of people would be like kind of like sacrilegious that I use AI artwork while I'm sitting here trying to teach myself to draw. But I mean, seriously, it's just album art for my music. It's just supposed to invoke a short-term thing. Ah, nice. But she really likes you being there. I'm baby. Sorry, Kitty needed some scritchings. Oh, she's not going to get loud enough to do that. Hi. Yeah, hi, baby. That's her telling you she's had enough. That particular meow, she wants down. Yeah, she still wants attentions, but she doesn't want to be held. She wants to know she has freedom. Sorry, talking with the wife about the cat. So how are you this evening? Oh, and Green Jeans, how are you this evening?
glowing in blue. One final sprint, I'm taking the prize. The glare of the cabin reflecting my
Right. Oh, no, I totally understand that one. See. Dry bristle. Go back to the dark red. Yeah, by the way, though, the artwork, album, everything that you're listening to is up on Neon Bard. If you care to listen to the music. Oh. I'm sorry. Right? That's like how I do some of the things in video games and stuff where you get to build. I have to think about how the character would live. Right. Well, you also have to remember, though, that in nature, those animals do sleep. So there has to be some way that to sleep comfortable. You know, it probably has more to do with how we... No, I understand that, but... Ram like orcs. Yeah, like with ram like horns. Yeah, no, I get what you mean. I'm just saying that the animals figure out how to sleep properly, so a human would too. Or an anthropomorph, or whatever you want to call them. Ah! I still had it on. I don't want to mess up the strokes, but I want to deepen the color. Oh, I'm on the wrong. New layer? No. I'm trying to fill in. Some of the color on the blue, because I didn't get it where I wanted it. So yes, I do need a new layer. Eventually. Oh, I was using a different brush. That's right. I was using dry bristle. That's why that looks so much different. I was using a different one, wasn't I? Was it that one? No. Was it after this? No. It had to be in here somewhere. Maybe it was this one. Well, we all know I'm not the world's greatest artist. I'm learning. Okay, it looks okay from afar, so I'll leave it that way. Some of this looks too light. Oh my god, oh my god.
We cross the neighbor's garden, it's a desert of dread. Looking for the hidden loot in the flower bed. We gotta push a heavy rock to unlock.
Will it not let me? I'll live with that. I'll live with that. That's why this also wasn't looking as good, because I was going underneath. Making a new creature for your little world. Nice. What you making? By the way, I mean, I meant I was interested. I realize I didn't say that explicitly. Just for future reference, if I read off and like actually read it, I am curious about what you're talking about. Well, that just sounds bad because if I don't read it. What's up, Jade? How are you doing?
Well, it's a giant weeping willow with branches like claws. But we strike at the bark, looking for flaws. Throw the last pine cone, a critical hit. The dragon is defeated. And we don't ever quit.
No, it's not Tater. I'm doing good. So it's called a wolf mite.
We are the heroes of legend, answering the call with swords made of timber. We won't ever fall, throwing our pine cones like magical fire.
Oh.
Climbing up the oak tree higher and higher. It's an epic
Okay, that's actually kind of a cool little thing because that's exactly the kind of niche bug or insect that would actually crop up.
we return to the
It's one of the things that I think people like that do vampire lore and stuff would absolutely forget, that there would be insects that would be absolutely brutal to vampires.
Let's build it up. The screen is clear, the grid is clean. A perfectly organized 8-bit machine. Dropping the blocks, a puzzle of art. Taking my time at the very start. Tucking the squares right into the space. Finding a home in the perfect place. But the levels advance and the music speeds up. Drinking the stress from a digital cup. The colors are falling, I'm tapping the pad. One tiny mistake is gonna be bad. Stacking it up, touching the sky. Balancing the risk of getting too high. Waiting for the hero, the perfect straight line. To drop in the slot and make everything.
You've been hit by, you've been struck by a truck.
Absolutely one of my favorite things I've ever done. I need to start, getting some discretionary money so I can do that. Do my old notices on Raven's streams. Feel bad when I can't pay for, the time. I know he doesn't care, but I do.
shadows advance and the music speeds up, drinking the stress from a digital.
Right. A lot of times that is very true. Or you would assume it would be true. Yeah, you missed, or maybe you didn't, I don't know. Over on the YouTube side, Coffee was talking about a speculative biology of leprechauns and how they're actually like a ape type monkey thing, and giving it some kind of lore behind it, or not biology behind it, which I thought was actually brilliant. Oh, is everything so wrong right now? There we go. Sorry, my screens are all. Yes, immortal is madness.
Has only begun. It appears. Slide to the left. Hard drop.
See, but I often think that people, like, okay, I know I am an oddity when it comes to, you know, people and immortality. I would be one of the ones that I would absolutely accept it. Like, oh, but think about all the people you would lose. Yes, and think about all the people you would gain. It's literally equal.
Laughing, doing his little dance. He gets another perfect. I never had a chance. He
Passes back the controller, says better luck next
Right. Like in a dark noir vampire novel type, you know, something like that, or gothic. That's a great mechanic, but in reality, I don't think an immortal would literally really think about what they've lost. Yeah. I mean, if you really think about it. Yeah, it's in a fantasy setting. That's what I figured.
round begins. He expects an easy win.
But I parry his attack with a pixelated grin. Quarter circle forward, heavy kick to the jaw.
He drops a bag of chips in a state of total awe. I juggle him into the corner, keeping up the pace.
But, you know, I don't know. For me, it's the knowledge. It's the,
While he was busy sleeping, I was creeping down the
you know, you want superpowers?
My.
Be immortal. You can learn from every mistake ever that you've ever made.
Another clock, what's the health bar? Dropping into the red. Like a heavy punch jumping over your head. You thought you were the champion.
Oh my.
Button mashing rookies and playing anymore. Hit the ultimate
There we go. That looks a little bit better.
ruling the whole basement with controller in my hand.
A new challenger.
A new challenger. I don't know. Immortality would always be something that, if you gave me the opportunity, I would probably take. Sure, I'd outlive everybody I ever knew, except for I'd constantly be knowing new people.
Sister asking if she can join the game.
You know, and if you're the kind of person that dwells on what you've lost versus what you have, yeah, sure, immortality is probably not for you. If you're the kind of person that, you know, keeps looking over the next horizon, immortality is probably for you. You know, I just think about, you know, all the things I could do. how many people I can help. Right. Well, that's what I'm saying is that, okay, if you're, son of a biscuit eater. Forgot to change layers and go back to the pants layer.
KO player 3 wins.
Why aren't you guys telling me that I'm screwing up? Seriously. Like, what are you even here for? Just distracting me with questions and conversation? Holy crap. Yeah, I know. I'm being facetious.
The shadows grow tall, but I've plagued this level before.
Oh, thanks, Green Janes. I didn't notice. Agents of chaos. My favorite kind of agents. Agents of order are too predictable. But ding. Right by my side. See, this is why I like drawing. It's chill, it's fun. I enjoy what I'm doing, and I get to gab with you guys while I'm doing it. Even if I'm not great at it. Well, not as good as I would like to be at it. Oh, pink leaf beetle? Yes, practice makes perfect. Well, see, there's a problem with that statement. If you're always practicing something the wrong way, you will never learn the right way. My old band teacher, right? Oh, there's some spiders that are absolutely captivating. I don't want to call them beautiful because, well, quite frankly, I don't find spiders that beautiful. But I mean, the colorization, how they look, you know, I think that's fine. And draw a cat right now. There's a lot of cute bugs out there. Take it, drawing a cat's being pretty difficult. Well, I can tell you one thing, XO. I know, you know, you're not a streamer or anything like that, but I will tell you that putting myself out here like this, having you guys watch me draw, watch me do this, really pushes me to do my best. Like, that's actually one of the reasons why I do it, is because I'm very conscious of what I'm doing and trying to get better. That's one of the reasons why I do this. And yes, there's a lot of cute, very cute moths out there. Know that? Nope, too blue. You can definitely tell it's there. I'm not telling you to do it. I'm just saying that that's one of the things, is just putting myself on blast like that. it pushes me to do my best. Or it also pushes me to look at things in a different light, a different way. You know, it's literally, you know, putting myself out there. Nice one, Jade. Yes, I heard about the Kit Kat heist. What was it? Something like 2 tons of Kit Kats or something stupid like that? Like ridiculous amount.
Friday night, mom waiting at the checkout lane, staring at the shelves to rent a video game. Everyone says this
12 tons.
baby, these were the graphics.
So apparently in Britain, somebody stole a semi truck full of Kit Kats. That's all I really know. Maybe Green Jeans knows more, right? I wasn't invited either. I need a brown. Right?
Seven days go by and now we're through the door. I'm standing in the same aisle on the rental floor. They are hyping up another fighting game to try, but I look at a platformer that catches my eye. Trust my gut, grab the box, I don't care what they say. I'm taking this one to the counter, ready for the play. I slide it in, push the button, hold my breath. The title screen explodes and it's a master of death. The jumping is so perfect, the music is a dream. I'm blasting through the levels, riding on a pixel beam. I played it through the night until the early morning sun. This is the greatest game that I have ever run. 2 nights to play, the clock is ticking down. The hardest choice in this entire town. It's the quest for the next cartridge. Holding the weekend in my hand, staring at the box art, hoping for a magic pixel end. Will it be a total bust or totally divine? Just a rental for today, but maybe I'll make it mine. Now it's Sunday evening and I have to take it back. Slipping the cartridge in the plastic rental sack. But I'm not gonna let this digital adventure end. I'm bringing it back home to me, my 16-bit friend. It's the quest for the next cartridge. Holding the weekend in my hand, staring at the box art, hoping for a magic pixel land. Will it be a total bust or totally divine? Just a rental for today, but maybe I'll make it mine. Empty.
You know, this song always gets me. Like, yes, I wrote it, but still, it gets me because how many times I've experienced this particular thing. growing up because, you know, you go and rent us a video game and it's terrible. And you're just like bummed because that was your allowance. You know, you saved up to buy that rental, not even buy it, sorry, but rent it. And I mean, there's no take backs. No way to get a refund. So even a bad game, you still gave it the college try because what choice did you have? You rented it for a reason. You don't want to waste it entirely. Oh, really? You're lucky. I earned every friggin' bit of entertainment I got. Andy, I've been working since I was 12. And I'd been doing household chores to earn money prior to that. Oh, I didn't have a choice. If I wanted school clothes, I had to work. I worked at a swimming pool, worked at a trap range. Oh, cleaning? No, I was doing yard work. Wasn't until my mom actually started working that, you know, I got to do any of the in-house stuff. God, I'm so bad at hair. Yeah, my mom worked, my dad worked. My dad was the guy that fell asleep on the couch. That was what, you know, a lot of what I knew about my dad. Except for on the weekends. And then that was when it was all the stuff I couldn't do, we had to do. You know, and my whole goal was to get all the chores done in a reasonable amount of time so I could go play with my friends. The only, you know, good thing about it is that during the week, my parents were at work, so I got the TV and stuff to play video games at home. Okay, never mind. The hair doesn't look that bad. Yeah, I was a latchkey kid.
Eight, 16, 32, 64, 128. 8, 16, 32, 64, 128. 8, 16, 32, 64, 1. These were my fate. Sometimes I felt I was too late. Now I know.
Oh, damn. I didn't have to earn time out. I earned money. Yeah, I think I'm doing all right. Okay, once I take away that horrible green outline that I made. I mean, the body looks way different than the legs. Like, the legs look too short, like proportion-wise. Chadley. My name is Chadley Burks. Well, here's the thing, gossip. When it comes to art, we are our own worst critic. So what better to do than put it out there and see what other people think? You know, if somebody starts picking it apart like, oh, you should do this, you should do that, and you disagree with them, you know most likely they are being overcritical of what you're doing. But if somebody starts like, you know, going, oh, you did really good here and here and here, and you see the mistakes that you made, that's most likely you being a bad critic.
At the top, throwing down hazards that just never stop. I gotta roll and jump, I gotta perfectly
Right?
unearthing the treasure that's buried in sand. That sandbox transforms to a desert so grand, fighting mummies and monsters from an unknown land. A silver sword flashing to
Ah! I forgot to change color.
pressure plates clicking, I'm leading the way.
See, but I'm one of those people, Andy.
1 hour to save the day.
Like, do you know how I got into streaming, Andy? Do you know how this all started? This is a funny story, by the way, if you don't know it.
Pixelated clouds floating by in the sky. The sprinklers are snapping like crocodiles,
Yeah.
but I'm breaking the physics and gravity's laws.
Yeah, Ghost and Raven.
Swinging free across the branches and the
One Wednesday asked if I wanted to play DVD. And they asked me. And I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll play. I enjoyed it so much that literally within 2 days, I was starting my own channel on Twitch.
daylight is fading. I'm conquering the worlds that my mind is creating. Then the back door opens and I hear my mom call.
Well, XO,
Dinner is ready.
there is literally a whole kind of artist that is called a concept artist.
And I'm swinging free.
Their whole job is to come up with concepts.
When the level gets tough and I'm over a barrel, I just time my jump and I dodge every peril. Yeah, I'm swinging free. A backyard hero in an 8-bit.
Right? See, I don't hesitate. Not very often.
Jumping off the swing, landing in the grass.
Like if there's something I get in my head to try,
Waking up, sneaking out, grabbing the TV,
I'm just going to try it.
making sure I
I mean, if I didn't, I wouldn't have sailed around the world as a merchant marine. I wouldn't have had, you know, the 200 and some odd, well, 53 jobs that I've had.
new cartridge, new game, losing a lot, so much for Saturday.
You know, I mean, I've done so much.
Saturday morning.
I need right about here.
Comes and I'm totally outclassed. Screen fades to black, the music slows down.
Well, that's up to them. I mean, what are you doing? Where? Why can't I move that now? There. No, I'm trying to extend it down. I mean, like legitimately, Andy, I'm working on making my own emojis. Like those are my drawings. Also the new channel icon is my drawing. You know, I'm literally working on. That felt weird. Yes, Noodle Boy. Okay, I am on the right one. You have a good night, Ghost. Andy, I don't use any other social media. I could give you a whole long conversation on why, but I
Boss goes down
oh, Anna? Oh, okay.
this digital town.
I'm like, no, I don't use, well,
Saturday morning.
I mean, technically I have a jitter, but I've never used it.
It's a Saturday morning. Beat the game, a new legend is dawning. Put down the pad, wipe away the sweat. The greatest weekend I've had yet. Saturday morning, blowing my mind.
See, if I was ever going to use like Instagram or jitter or anything like that, I would probably hand that over to somebody else to manage. I'm just going to be honest. Because I ain't that dude.
Level cleared.
Mission briefing. Load the foam darts.
Check your plastic sides. Go, go, go.
We drop into the sandbox. The mission is a go. Plastic blasters loaded up with
Me? If I was wanted by the FBI, they know exactly where to find me. I have passed FBI background check. In fact, when I was getting some of those background checks, I literally got a phone call from the FBI making sure that I was the one doing it. I have held a security clearance. I have used DoD machines on ship. Keep in mind, these are actually garbage computers, but you have to have a DoD clearance to use them because we were taking military equipment. So you have to be able to pass a DoD level background check, FBI background check. Yeah. As long as you're not trying to self-promo all the freaking time, I don't care.
avoiding the mucks like it's a digital trap. Now I plant my sneakers firm beside the bottom of the slide. A heavy plastic turret with nowhere I need to hide. I'm panning left to right across a fixed arcade screen.
It's gonna look terrible, and I don't know how to fix it.
Down a steady stream of orange rain. I'm clearing out the sandbox so you can't advance again. Then we swap positions and you're looking down the sights. As targets keep on popping up across the wooden heights. Is that a hostile shooter or a buddy on a side? You gotta check your targets where the playground shadows hide. It's just an alleyway of pop-ups springing up so fast. You pick them off with perfect aim and then I make my dash. We're moving left to right across the wood chip floor. Just a bunch of kids waging a weekend war. If you get hit by a dart, you just count to 10. Brush off your knees and you respawn again. Run and gun under the
There's my chalks.
side, scrolling battle where everyone's won. Dodging the foam by the monkey bar base. Put a huge smile on everyone's face.
Where's my chalks?
We're the neighborhood heroes.
Am I?
It's just a 16-bit afternoon. Final boss is waiting at the top of the
I'm just being stupid. Don't mind me.
road if we're gonna survive. Up, down, down, left and right. We flank 'em from the stairs and we finish the fight. We rush the plastic castle, we capture the flag. Everybody's laughing, empty in the ammo bag.
You ate my chalks. Do you have an upset stomach?
Run and gun under the playground sun. Aside, scrolling battle where everyone's won. Dodging the foam by the monkey bar base. Put a huge smile on everyone's face.
Needed calcium? All right. Valid.
Saving the day. It's just a 16-bit.
I will accept that as an excuse this time.
Pick up the darts.
Honestly, Green Jeans, I may have been on ship with the guy that was called to do something like that. I will say that there was an odd experience on ship. I don't want to go into too much detail because I don't know what, if any of it, I can say. Well, it's been so long. I would say, you know, if any of it might be problematic. But let's just say one of our shipmates just jumped off the side of the boat when we were going through a certain area. And then the next port we went to, he caught up to us. Nobody said anything about him being missing. You know, that actually worked directly with him. The only reason why I know he jumped off the side is because I watched him do it. Really? No, I did not see anything like that on ship. Those pants are going to be horrible to me, aren't they? I tried to give like a ripple effect at the bottom. You know how they bunch up at the shoes? But it looks terrible.
Trading off the bill of battle of the salesman, a test of pixel skills. Thumbs are getting sweaty, staring at the glass, waiting for the digital banners to pass. It's a sandwich showdown, high noon on the screen, the fiercest lunch break battle that you have ever seen. Draw your plastic weapon, aim it at the light. Winner gets a free meal, loser has to buy the bullet on the check today. Yeah, sandwich showdown, blow the smoke away.
I was not in the Navy, Ninetales. I must be very specific about that. I was a merchant marine. I'm not going to get in trouble for stolen valor. I was not in the military. I worked for the military.
We broke the high score, but the numbers are identical.
And that is a very bad crime,
At the screen, then we look at
isn't?
still got 20 minutes on the arcade block. Reach into our pocket
You're supposed to lighten, aren't you?
the change. Round 2, partner. Ready up.
No. Merchant marine are civilians that work for the military. And not always. Sometimes it's just import-export ships. Like no military to begin with. Yeah, you know, anything that's been imported, merchant marines brought it. Oh, yeah, it is. It is. It's about that time. Thank you for letting me know. I mean, I know it's Friday, but I mean, and also technically yesterday I went late. It always goes fast on drawing, which is why I like try to keep it for only like once a week. I don't know, maybe I'll expand it if you guys want to watch me draw more. I mean, honestly, from when I started to now, I think I'm actually getting better. I mean, still not perfect, but I think I'm getting better. Technically, it's supposed to be this guy. Yeah, see, they have his feet too short. You see, now that I'm like seeing that, that's hilarious. I did do it right, but it looks off. I was just using this as a, yes, Chadley. Right. I mean, I just wanted to do fan art of, you know, my my favorite character I use in DVD. Right? Well, that's why I extended the legs. Oh, I knew what you meant by Chadley. Honestly, he makes me think of, like, just with the beard and the eyebrow and the way I've made him dressed, he makes me think of Hollywood's idea of the gentle bear in a gay relationship. I mean, maybe I'm way off base. Maybe Ninetales can, call me on it, but that's just what it makes me think of. Okay, valid. Chad meme Loki. All right. But either way, it has been fun, guys. I've had a lot of fun. Hope you all have a good weekend. Gossip, I hope it's nothing big with your car. Maybe it's just a stupid sensor. Because that can happen too with more newer cars. Yeah. I mean, it is supposed to be Nick King or David King. So, I mean, that actually makes sense that he would look like all of that because, I mean, if you know anything. Right. It could be a fuse, but anyway, y'all have a good night. Enjoy your weekend. I hope everything goes well for you all. Hope you have fun and enjoy the people you want to spend time with. Bye-bye.